Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're recording our second episode today.
I'm really liking just doing 2 episodes in one sitting now.
Yeah. You know what's so.
New episode, new sweat set.
I have a PSA to all of my family members on Facebook. Stop messaging me on Messenger. Please stop. I don't have the app. I don't check it. I don't want it. I don't. You have my phone number. I don't need to see 30 calls and good morning.
And memes. Memes are okay on Instagram. Memes are okay on TikTok, not on Facebook.
Like, I literally only have TikTok to upload twice a year so that you can see what I'm doing because you're not using
Facebook.
Instagram. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Facebook.
I only use Facebook now just for like the groups that I'm in. I don't even like post.
Yeah, and that like I'm part of like the Hack and Sack group, the Pagoda group.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
like the ones that you're like.
I like to see if like
with.
lost pets have been found. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Stop messaging me. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about a lot of our personal quirky little things about us. The first thing we're going to start off with,
see a lot of our personality.
Yeah. The first thing we're going to start off with is intrusive thoughts. So
I had some driving here.
Yeah.
So like my biggest
Hold on. We want to explain what that yeah. So, and the reason it's important for us to explain what intrusive thoughts are to us is because prior to recording this, we had a conversation where I was like, yeah, like,
so like, what is an intrusive thought?
Right. Where I was like, yeah, intrusive thoughts. And she was like, wait, is this an intrusive thought? And I was like, yes. So basically, an intrusive thought is something that comes into your brain that is so irrational or like so like the percentage of it happening is 0.0004 or no, that's not a number. 0.0004% chance that it could happen, right? Like something that is so irrational, but yet you think about it
all the time.
You fear it, or maybe not all the time, but frequently enough that it's
causes you anxiety. Like
right.
It's causing you
it
like
causes
stress.
You a little like anxiousness or worry or nerves. That's an intrusive thought. I think everyone has them. They just don't recognize it. Yeah.
Because I didn't like. I've had this too. Like the thoughts that I've like what I'm going to share. Like I've been feeling this like for so long too, and like I didn't even know like there was a word for it until I saw it was actually a TikTok trend. Like when someone was talking about intrusive thoughts, and I was like, huh. So that's what this is.
I do think though that the term is getting used a little too frequently. Give me 1 sec. This camera, this is an OCD thing. The camera being crooked is driving me nuts. Hold on, let's fix this.
I didn't even realize. You're gonna be like,
is that straight?
I think so. Does it look straight?
Yep, I think so.
Nice.
And it's recording.
Your body looks so good. Can you just like show?
You guys gonna see my body?
It's like, yeah, you look so skinny. Thanks. Have you been working out?
No, it's just my pants and shirt combo. But then when I sit down, I'm 8 months pregnant.
Is that why you have a pillow?
Yeah, that's why I have a pillow in front of me, so you don't see my big bulge. Yeah, so intrusive thoughts are happening everywhere. I do think what's going to happen though is the phrase is going to turn into like a phrase that's used entirely too much, like kind of like the word gaslight. Stop using it. Enough. We get it. You're gaslighting. The word narcissist. Stop using it. Not everyone is a narcissist. If you feel like you have narcissistic traits, you're not a narcissist. Like enough. Stop diagnosing people. No more narcissistic stuff.
Words that like just to some people it's triggering, but so it's like stop overusing it.
But so before it gets overused, we're going to tap into this intrusive thoughts thing just so we could say we were in the beginning of it.
So I feel like a lot of my intrusive thoughts have to do with like the whole mommy, like actual mommy, like being a mom. So I feel like I get it a lot driving, specifically when I'm by myself. I'll be thinking like I'll just be driving on the highway and I'm like, oh, like that truck is gonna crash into me. I'm gonna roll over. My kids are gonna grow up without a mom. That's what I think about like right off the bat.
Do you think those thoughts when your kids are in the car?
No. It's just when I'm by myself.
are you driving more reckless when you're by yourself?
No, it's just like in general. I just think of like by myself. Like
So you're the underlying fear behind that intrusive thought is your kids not having a mom.
yes, growing up without a mom.
That's
And it like I was telling
which is
you.
wild because you have your mom. It's
No, I
not like a
know, but
PTSD
yeah.
situation.
I was telling your mom this on New Year's Eve because she was like, "Oh my god, like why are you leaving so early?" And I was like, I got to get home before all the drunk drivers because someone's gonna crash into me and my kids are gonna grow up without a mom. And she looked at me like she was like so sad for me. She's like, oh, "Hurry up, get home." She's like, "Text me when you get home." And I did text her as soon as I got home, but I guess she couldn't find her phone. And then Dana texted me and was like, "Hi, like Melissa wants to know if you got home." And I was like, "Yeah, I texted her." Like she was so concerned for me
That is
after I said that to her.
hilarious.
I was like, yeah, gotta get home. Like I said it so casually because it's like I think about it like literally all the time when I'm by myself. Because like not for nothing, I feel like I rarely drive by myself now.
Mm-hmm.
That like when I do, I'm like, this is weird. Like here I am, like in a car by myself. Like what's gonna happen? I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So you're taking it like to another level.
Yeah.
My
Like
intrusive
literally
thought.
all the time though. It's like every time I drive by myself, like even coming here, it's like I said the episode before this, same day, but I'm like it's barely snowing and I'm like all right, my car is going to now like slide off the bridge into the water.
God forbid.
And like all I think about is having to like because I have in my car like the thing that like pops out windows. Like I forgot
Mm-hmm.
whatever it
I know
is.
what you're talking about.
So I'm like, okay, well, good thing I have this in my car. I've been like, I like think about this.
It's so
I'm
funny
like
that
kind of
I have
ready
one of those too. But like in the life or death situation, like, am I even gonna know how to use it?
You just have to pop it open. Like you
It's so
take like the
crazy.
tool and pop out the window, and you just like have to swim up. But then I'm like, no, it's cold, hypothermia. Like my kids are gonna grow up without a mom.
That's
So
so funny.
hopefully more can
I mean, it's not
home
funny, but
before.
it's
No,
yeah.
I know. It's like I'm laughing about it too. That like I think these thoughts, but it's like not funny when you're like in the moment.
Yeah.
I think about it like afterwards, like, oh my god, like look at those thoughts I was thinking 5 minutes ago. And then I think about it again like 5 minutes later, like when I'm in the car by myself.
So mine is similar in
Okay.
terms of like an accident. I
Yeah.
always think that like and I've been in plenty accidents before, so like not plenty, like a handful, but like I think like oh crap, what if this happens? What if I get into an accident so bad that I don't walk away from like that I like break my legs or something. But you know what I always think about when I think about accidents? This is a very funny intrusive thought. I always think what if I need to be like airlifted out or something and they need to cut my pants, right? I need to make sure I'm shaved.
That's why I get late. That's why I've done laser. So
I'm always like literally when I'm in the shower, like shaving every crevice of my body. I'm like, well, I have to because what if I get into an accident and they need to cut my pants open? Like, I don't want to have a 1970s push.
they're gonna cut through the bush
They're gonna have to go in there with a weed whacker.
with the scissors. Just whatever scissors they use, they're just gonna have to like take it like
Nice little trim.
take the hair
let's
from
wet this
like
first, cut the dead ends.
yeah, take the hair and just go.
That's one of my intrusive thoughts.
That's why I did laser however many years ago. It
Yeah.
never really grows back. I don't have to worry about that.
See, I did laser too, but our priorities were in different places. I did laser because I'm a hairy Spanish person, so I needed to do my mustache and my sideburns first. Like, this is my face.
I did electrolysis. That's why.
I did this and this first, and then I did like some of my arms, my armpits. I did the parts that like people could see first because I was a little Chewbacca. I was a hairy girl. That's so funny. So funny. Yeah, so that's one of my intrusive thoughts. Do you have any others that you can think of?
Not that I can think of right off the top of my head, because I feel like that's like the main one. Just
Yeah.
dying when I'm by myself. Mostly when I'm by myself. Or like two, like why I like am scared almost to like go on a trip with just like me and my husband because I'm like, all right, something's gonna happen to this airplane and then my kids are gonna lose both their parents.
So your
that's why
biggest drive behind your intrusive thoughts are
kids,
your
yeah.
kids losing a parent or
yes.
both.
And
Do you ever have it? Do you ever have an intrusive thought about your kids losing their dad?
Yeah, I just said both of us.
No. Not you.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't
like
have
just him.
I wouldn't have like that. I feel like if anything, Mark would have that intrusive thought. That's only my
That's
intrusive
only
thought.
her husband and the father of her two kids.
I don't think
But,
about that.
but he can have that thought on his own. Mark, just fast forward this part when you're listening.
But I do like the same thing. Like why? Like I won't go on a trip with just like I remember when we were talking about your birthday, like going on vacation. You're like, yeah, I was so like, yeah, I'll come. I'll bring the kids, but I'll come.
Yeah.
It's like I won't go on a trip. And that's why like that's one of my intrusive thoughts. Like of course, like something's gonna happen to my airplane where like it's me going down with like just me and my husband. And I think like a big reason too of like why I think that is because like I really like don't like besides my parents, I don't have any family involved.
Mm-hmm.
That like I know like I can just be like, oh, like my kids will be okay.
Excuse me, I'm your
I
family.
know I need to make a will. This is what I'm like thinking.
Right.
About
I think if you like put something in
But
writing,
you know what I
your
mean,
intrusive
yeah.
thoughts will calm down.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing a lot of like. I've
You
actually
can
been
have a
thinking,
living will.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I need to make one of those.
Yeah. Um,
But that's what I think about.
that's very funny.
Yeah.
So this is something else about me that is not just an intrusive thought, but I think it's also a um, toxic trait. Is that I actually think that in the event of like a break in or a potential kidnapping, I am solely convinced that like I can fight off anybody, anything.
I mean, I feel like in the moment you might be able to. Like, I feel like it's just like, what is that? The fight or flight? Like, I could see you being the fighter.
Yeah. Oh, 1000%. I'm putting up a fight. But like, I'm also tiny. Like,
Yeah, I know, but like,
I'm 4'10" and a
think about
half.
it. In a mama bear is the one that fights off the bad people.
Yeah.
Not daddy bear.
I
It's
think
mama
that
bear.
like
Once you're in that fight or flight, you give it your all in. Doesn't matter how big or small.
yeah.
You use like the weapons around you. Like let me
I'm
see.
not even a mama bear. But yeah, that's what I think. I always think, okay, like if I'm in my bed and something comes in, that's why I keep my plaque. Pass me that plaque so they can see that. That's a heavy one, right? It's glass. This is heavy. It's a little dusty, but it's heavy. So I'm always like, all right, if someone breaks in, because I sleep on that side, I just reach in. And then when Chris is here, he sleeps on that side. So I'm leaving it up to him to use all this.
But then what if someone
jiu-jitsu he's learning?
What if someone comes from the window?
Leave it up to him to grab and boom. Like, but this is there for that reason. Like, so
you may think it's look at this award.
Ooh, I'm so cool. Nope. Bam!
This is a weapon in disguise.
Look, and it has like touch the corners. It has
it's heavy too.
It's all very you need heavy.
Is like, can you imagine like just all you need is one to the right spot.
Yeah, and they're done. They're out. So like, yeah,
cute.
Mm-hmm. And then in the living room, I'm always like,
I have a knife next to my bed. But then I had to move it because the kids like started like finding it.
Yeah.
So it's like in the closet. But I mean, I know where that knife is. So
yeah,
come into my room.
Yeah.
That there's a knife.
You have to like think quick.
Yeah.
You have to. The worst is when I'm watching like a movie or something, and I see the person do all the wrong things, and I'm like, are you dumb?
I get so mad. I like actually get mad. I'm like, I like turn off the video. I'm like, I can't watch this. It's not realistic. Yeah. They're not doing what they should be doing.
But then it's like, I've been in so many situations where I just freeze and I'm like,
I know.
It's like, I probably will do the same. You getting up to grab that knife?
Me over here, like, yeah, I'm about to fight you with this knife that I have in my closet. Yeah. And then it's like,
please hold while I get this weapon.
While they have a gun
pointed I'm holding it, and I'm like, oh.
And meanwhile, they have like a gun like pointed right at you. Like, what is the plaque gonna do? Bullet versus plaque.
Yeah, the best. What about those like TikTok and like reels that are like, if you get in the driver's seat and someone comes behind you,
yeah, it's like you gotta like
take the seat back. And then you see the electric cars where they're going to put the seat back, and the seat's like, it goes back off.
Like, I'm already choked out. I'm dead. I already, like, at that point, my fate, like, I already see my fate. Like, I'm not fighting it.
It's like, what am I going to do? Pop the window out with my little...
Yeah. Like,
That's so funny.
Yeah. I have acknowledged, like, all right, I probably have 10 seconds left. Like, I'm just going to go peacefully.
Yeah. So, something that, like, you know, when you're walking a pet like at night by yourself, or like even during the day when you're just walking with your two kids, like on your own, I get so scared for you because there's bears around you, right? So I'm always like, I don't understand why she thinks it's a good idea to go for walks. But then on the contrary, I'm like, thank God she goes for walks and
I
gives her
know that's
kids
hard
fresh
too.
air. And you know what I mean? Like her kids need to know that their immune system needs to be built. Like, I love that you do that. But I panic because I'm like,
Oh, I feel the same
they
way.
could all get thrown in a van. A bear can maul them all. Like, I get so
Oh yeah.
scared.
So when Travis was born, he was born June 20th. The first time like we actually went on like a real walk like around my neighborhood was July 5th. So not July 5th, July 4th, obviously. So 4th of July, we're like barbecue, or no, it was July 5th because all the garbage
Mm-hmm.
from like the barbecues and everything the next day. So like I didn't even realize there was a bear in front of us. A neighbor ran out of their house. It was like, hey, just want to let you know there's a bear right there, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But like
What did you do?
I just kept walking because what was I supposed to do? Fight off
Go
the
in the
bear?
neighbor's house and call out your parents or somebody to pick
I
you
was with
up?
Mar, so I was like, he'll fight,
That's her toxic trait. She
he'll
thinks her
fight the
husband can
bear.
fight a bear.
I'm like, you always have to be when you're with a group of people in a situation like that. You just have to be the one that's the smartest.
You thought that was the smartest decision?
No, between me and Mark, I'm the smartest one, so I know he would fight the bear, and I would be able to leave.
You can't outrun a bear.
I
The
know you
bear's
can't.
gonna maul
Mark,
your husband and
Mark will
then
be
go
like
get you.
to the bear while I'm like leaving. Bears don't attack unless like
Provoked or
yeah,
they feel
exactly.
threatened, or yeah. So
We're not in like
you just want
like
Mark to
he'll
like be
do that.
bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while I'm like gone, and then like he can come follow us if he makes it.
Priorities. Children, Sarah, Mark.
Yeah, basically.
That
Can't
is
save them
so
all.
funny.
You can't save them all.
That
Someone
is
has to
so
be
so
someone has to
funny.
be the sacrifice.
Oh man. So intrusive thoughts kind of rule, not rule, but like everyone has
Everyone
them.
has them. So after this episode, start thinking about yours.
Right. If you have any really funny ones, tell
Or even like
us.
leave comments on it, like depending on which like clips that we're posting, like leave comments like under our post like about like yours.
Yeah.
Just
Tell
because
us.
I like reading them. I like
Yeah.
reading our messages.
Um Outside of intrusive thoughts, something else that we both talked about that like I can't diagnose us. None of us are at liberty to diagnose anyone, but I would imagine it falls under like the OCD umbrella, where there's certain things in our home that may have a rhyme or reason or may not have a rhyme or reason, but we both like it done our way.
Yes.
Um,
I like it my way. Then I just sung it and then I realized that's not how the song goes. Is it? I
it's
like it.
I
No, not
want
that
it.
one. The one that's like the Frank Sinatra one. It's like no, I did it my
Oh yeah,
way.
that's the song.
So I like it. I did it. Same thing.
Tomato, tomato. um, yeah. So like, there's a couple things that we both we realized today that we both do this
Same
actually.
exact thing. Yeah.
So when we do laundry, after the laundry comes out and we either fold or put our clothes on hangers, when we're putting them in the drawers, we need to put them either underneath all
On
the
the
clothes
bottom.
that are already in the drawers or like all the way at the end or something. And then if we're hanging them in the closet, they need to go at the very back end of the closet because we don't want to keep using the same
Yes.
clothes too much. We want to make sure that everything in our closet or drawers are getting used equally.
I don't
So
even think that like I don't know actually for is that even OCD? Because I feel like that's like almost like common sense.
I feel like that's how it should be too. Like
Yeah.
I don't like if you're putting stuff away after it gets washed and you're just like opening
Putting
the
it
drawer
over.
and placing it in, like,
You're wearing the same thing.
and you're gonna feel like you don't have clothes. You're gonna
Yeah.
forget about the things you have. Like,
My freaking husband does this with like our kids' clothes. Like I'll fold all the laundry and like if I'm running late or like running out to whatever, I'll be like, "Can you just put them away?" And then like the next day, I see my kid wearing the same exact thing, and I'm like, "How did you put it away?" Like,
because if it was at the bottom or if it was
yeah.
in the back, that wouldn't have been the first thing you grabbed.
Yeah, like in their drawers, like you and like I am very organized, so it's literally like pants, like all the sweat sets, like they all go together. So it's like you literally need to like when I put it away, you have to take out the sweat sets that are there. Like it takes 2 seconds. Take out the sweat sets that are there, move them to the side, and then put the fresh load that I just folded on the bottom, and then put the other sweat sets back, so that like you're using the new ones. You know what I mean?
That's so funny.
Yeah, and he just puts it right on top, and then the next day he'll be wearing it. And I do laundry every 2 days, so it's like
you have to. You're a family of 4.
yeah, exactly. So it's like when I do laundry every 2 days, like the things they're going back quick. So it's like if he just wore something, like it'll literally be clean tomorrow, and then he puts it on him,
and
like,
then your son looks like he's been in the same outfit for a week.
I know. So this is why now, like I learned now, if Mark does do that, like if he just puts the laundry how it's not supposed to be, before literally every morning or sometimes every night before we go to sleep, I pick out their clothes ahead of time so like he can't get it wrong.
Yeah, that's really funny. I thought like, not that I thought I was some kind of genius, but I didn't think it was as common.
Me too. I used to think like, wow, I'm the only one that does
right. Like
this. Or that's how at least Mark made me feel. He's like, like no one else does this. I'm like,
do you guys do that? Yeah. Let me know, because when we prior to filming this, when we were discussing what we're going to talk about, and I gave her that example, she was like, me too, and I felt like twin flame. Yeah, like I was like,
there's some things I must say. So like, you know how I like to like if I find something that I like clothing wise, I buy the same thing in every single color. And like when I put it in my closet, it's like color coded. So like it goes by the rainbow. So I have this one tank top from Lululemon that I have literally every single color, and it's like in the rainbow. So like in that sense, like I don't put it in the front, I just put it back because I know exactly where it belongs.
But do you put it at the end of that rainbow color slot?
No, I put it right back. But I know, like for me at least, like I know,
you
know what I mean. So it's like when it's like organized like that.
Know
but
your
I know
system.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like when it has to do with the kids,
right?
With the kids stuff, like I feel like they use clothes like so much more. Like they go through clothes like maybe 2 to 3 times a day, like depending on like if they get dirty.
And our styles are also different. So like the way I categorize my clothes is a lot different than
it's different too. Just the one tank top, like since I have so many, like I categorize it by color. But it's like sweat sets and stuff, like I don't really categorize. I categorize by like, did I just wear it? All right, it goes on the bottom. So some of the things are like either color coded or like just depending on if I just
I'm going to break down really, I'm going to try to do this really quickly. So I have a closet, I have a dresser, and then I have a wardrobe, like a standing, visible, like open set wardrobe. So like my closet is, the top is like sneakers, and I try to use the sneakers in a row. And then when I'm done using a pair of sneakers, I put them back in the box and I put them under at the bottom. Then it's like pants and skirts and like bottoms, but not like leggings or shorts, just like bottoms, long bottoms, right? Flowy skirts, things like that. Then it's work shirts, blouses, so to speak, like button downs and things like that. Not that I have to wear them to work, but like shirts that can be worn to work. Then I have just like loose hangers, like so that I always have enough hangers. That needs to be filled all the time. I have way too many hangers. And then it's sweaters, cardigans, denim jackets, things like that you can wear as an outfit or as like a throw over, right? So my sweat sets are in there. My drawers, I have panties, I have my little intimate section, my socks, and then I have my one pajama drawer.
So now basically if a robber comes here, you're laying out exactly where everything is.
Right. I'm like, look, if you really want the good stuff, I don't have any. I'm broken now. I have no job. But you can I don't know, smell my panties or something. And then I have it like broken down by like t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, leotards, because I have a lot of bodysuits, right? And then I have it like, I have an area that they can't be folded because they're like going out crop top shirts with like a bunch of different straps. So they're just like rolled in little balls, right? Here, the first part of that wardrobe is all like new clothes that I never wore. And then the back end is all my dresses.
Cute.
Like, so I put everything at the end.
Everything has like a place to go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I know what you mean. Like it's not color coded.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just
have it
it's
color
just
coded.
categorized
But I
by
also
it's
don't,
categorized by categories.
yeah, I
So
don't
that makes
do what you
sense.
do in terms of like buy multiple things the same color.
Yeah. So
So
maybe if
that's
you
why
did,
if I
yeah.
did, I would probably color code, right?
Exactly.
And then I would just
Yeah.
wear a different color every day.
That's what I do. Like this is a new sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mine is
Last one was green.
separated by
Now
category.
it's like purpley. So
That's so funny.
next week will be either gray or like beige. We'll see
Yeah.
which we'll see.
I also cook quite a bit, and I try to keep a rotation. So like yesterday I made a recipe using like some frozen chicken that I had. I defrosted the chicken in the morning and I was like, okay, I got to make a recipe with this.
Mm.
So like today when I cook dinner, oh, I'm actually going out to dinner, but the next time I cook dinner, I will probably use something in my fridge. So okay, I have these carrots. What can maybe I'll make a stir fry because I need to
Mm-hmm.
use these carrots. They're in my fridge. And then the next time I'll be like, okay, let me use something in my cabinet. Oh, I have to use up this tomato
You're
sauce.
good.
I my mind will not, and if I
That's
break
really good. Yeah.
if I break the pattern,
It's like an OCD. You like don't
I'm
know.
so
It's almost
upset.
like a routine, and it's just like once you're out of routine, like you don't know what to do.
I'm so upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why like even it's an adapting, like I need to adapt too because like
When you have kids and
I'm
get
never
married, and then
right.
it's like it
I'm never going to
changes.
argue with my man and be like if he's like, "Oh, why don't we have this tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that'll sound good." I'm never going to be like, "But no, I can't do that because it's cabinet day. I can't make frozen pizza. It's cabinet day, right?" Like cuz that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But I will think about it until the next time I'm alone because I'm like, I got to cook something from the cabinet, got to cook something. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's
But you think
it's
about it. So that's almost like an intrusive thought.
yeah.
Like it eats at you. And that's just
Yeah.
OCD.
It's just something that I like my way.
Yeah. I'm the
Okay.
same way.
So now, speaking of food, I have a question for you.
Our question of the episode.
Question of the episode. This is for our viewers and listeners as well.
QOTE.
Yeah, good job.
I literally had to like spell it out on my leg.
So you're at a restaurant. You order your food a specific way, right? I instead of shrimp, I want the salmon, and I don't want peppers, but I want extra onions.
Okay.
How wrong does the food have to come back before you bring it back? Or if anything's wrong, you're just like, "Oh, excuse me, can I whatever?" Or if it's like cold or something. Do you bring back your food for anything because you feel like I'm paying for it, this should be what I want? Does it have to be a certain level of wrong before you bring it back? How
I feel like I'm very picky. So for me, it's like if something like it's more of like I just don't like a lot of things. So like if they give me my food with something that I don't like I literally just cannot eat it. But I'm too shy to like.
so would you like
I make Mark do it. I'll
okay.
like nudge him. I'll be like, say something. And like thinking about it now, I'm like, this waiter's probably like, why is the guy like, why is he like saying like she doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like now that I'm thinking about it, but like I'm not gonna stop. I'm still gonna have him do it. But I'll be like, Mark, like this isn't it. So like an example was like we went to the diner with our kids and she like the waiter never asked like I just got an omelet. I just said omelet and like she never said like what do I want as a side. Like I didn't even know I got a side with like whatever I ordered. So I came out with home fries and I don't like home fries. I usually ask for either the curly fries or the waffle fries instead of the home fries, but she like never asked me. So like when I came, I like had Mark be like, "Excuse me, like this isn't what she got." And then they brought me out my food. And
But
then they
it
brought
is
me
what
out,
you got. It just came with a side.
but she didn't tell me. Like I didn't know. Like this
It's
was like
probably the diner menus are mad big and literally in like mini centimeter print on the top or bottom it says all omelets come with a side of home fries.
Something like that. Yeah.
And you're just
and
like
I made Mark
waiter's fault.
Mark,
Mark, this is your problem now.
I ate the omelet, but like she just brought me out like a thing of fries.
Got it.
Like it didn't really have to do with my food. But like with something that I cannot eat, for example, like I go to Habit Burger for burgers and like I literally say, like, yeah, can I get a number one? No lettuce, tomatoes, onions, or pickles. And they'll be like, so just the sauce? And I'm like, yeah. And like if they give me something with like I just like don't like onions for some reason. Like I don't like onions like by itself like that. Like I can't eat onions.
Mm-hmm.
So if it comes with onions, like I just cannot. I won't even like take a bite. Like I won't even try. I'll be like, this is like I can't
That's
eat
so funny.
this.
We're so
Yeah.
different. I eat absolutely everything. So a meal has to be really, really wrong in order for me to bring it back, or I have to be like PMSing or something
Like just
where
like
it's
an
like,
angry
no,
mood.
I wanted this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to eat that. I'm not in the mood for that before I bring it back.
Yeah.
Because if something's wrong, I'm going to just eat it
Just eat
regardless
it.
because I eat everything. It's not that I don't like it. It's like, it's no big deal. I wanted this, but they gave me that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
You're not picky.
What I do get frustrated with though, because I'm not so much of a saucy girl, like I love sauces, but I like them on the side. I like
Oh
to
yeah,
dip
yeah,
or I
yeah.
like to pour
Even
to
like
my
dressing,
liking.
dressing too.
Right. Like I like the dressing on the side.
Sometimes
But if
depends.
you don't give me enough, or if you put it on and put too much, I'm an angry elf.
Me too.
Angry, angry
I
elf.
know.
I
I feel the same way.
I am very particular with condiments. Love me some sauces, like a variety, but I want to put them,
On yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
to my preference.
You know who never gives enough, like ranch, like specifically? Chilies. They give you like it's literally like a teeny tiny.
You know, me and Chris went to Chili's not too long ago because like you like Chili's, my mom likes Chili's, and I'm like, okay, I don't remember Chili's being this good, but we're gonna try it. And we were like, that was terrible.
You probably didn't get the honey chipotle chicken crispers.
I feel like he did. I think he got like a sampler of something, maybe.
They
I don't
did,
know.
no, I must say they did change their menu, and like it is different.
Yeah, maybe. So,
But yeah, they never given a ranch. Like I'll have like a plate of chicken, and they'll give me like this much ranch, and I always like hate having to be like, can I get like a little bit more?
I
Because
sent
then I feel like
Karina a
then I
video.
feel like a fatso. Like
Yeah, but
here.
you need what you need. I sent
know.
Karina a video like when you get quesadillas and they give you the little thing of sour cream. Like, give me a small liter. Just give me a small liter of it. Don't put it on top, but give me a small liter.
Or just give me the container and I'll do it myself.
Right. Let me get a spoon.
Yeah.
Let me just. Yeah, I agree. If that's So
yeah,
how bad?
Like we want to get some like engagement. Like when we posted videos, like respond, like tell us like how you feel. Tell us like some of yours.
Also, everybody that has been supporting us and sending us individually messages about how you listen and you love the podcast, we love you and we thank you so much. We are looking to grow, so we're asking that when you do tag us and stuff, make sure to tag mommy and mommy. Our independent,
even like our Instagram too. Yeah, so it's like instead of texting us, instead of DMing us individually, just start messaging our
the mommy and mommy page.
We both have it on our
can,
phone, and it's
post,
at least like
yeah.
I like if someone texts me and like there's something I want to show you, like sometimes like I forget, like I get lost.
And
in
we
the
like
text.
to share the support with each other, right?
Yeah.
So if someone sends something really nice to me, I love it. I'm super grateful. I'll always write back. But like if I'm not writing back to her, I feel like she's equally as part of this as I am, and like we just want to make sure that we're both seeing it. So please keep messaging mommy and mommy. Please keep tagging mommy and mommy.
You can now watch us on our YouTube. I put the link in all links are in the bio.
If you like what you're watching on YouTube, tell us about
edited.
it.
I still have to
I still want to find
time. Yeah, I know, but I still want to find time to like figure out like how people do like the fancy stuff.
Yeah, to add in pictures of what we're talking about. Ours is literally
just uploaded straight from the phone.
Yeah,
raw and unedited.
That's all we got, though. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. And
follow, tell your friends, like, comment, repost.
Stay warm, stay safe. Cover your mouth when you cough.
Bye.